short 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, short, 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 short.
Order filled.
Here we go. Took me a little bit of time. Took me a little bit of time. I supposed to enter at 1475. 1475, and I enter here. Well, it took me a little bit of time to enter, but I gotta double check. That the quantity is 5 MES. I got the risk to reward is 1, 2, 2.18. That is awesome. This bot is crazy. When this strategy make money, it's a lot. Then it's a short. Double check. It's a short. Yes, it's a short. Now let's go with short 77. No, I don't going to put it higher. Yeah, 77 to 225. Yeah, if I put it, yeah. I cannot move the stop loss. The stop loss is a little lower because I enter little bit late. Gotta keep it there. It's perfect. 7722. 7721. $50. Yeah. That stop loss is good there. Now let's see the take profit. 76. 7698. Okay, cool. I enter a little bit below, which is going to make shorter the distance between my enter to here. Yeah, I don't move the take profit either. 7698. 7698. Okay, now let's just wait. One more time. I am in MES. The alarm was obviously for MES. Oh, now I remember something. This alarm go off twice. And the first time is not to enter. The first time is, yeah, anyway. I just wake up. Let me wash my face. I will be right back. Yes, the alarm went off for the second time as a confirmation to enter. But I was already in. 77 14.75. Planet risk $190 plan risk. Let me take a look here and ask to the AI a good question. MES. This is a short position in the MES micro mini S&P 500. How much money I would lose if it go to the stop loss 7,721.50 cents, and how much money I will make if go to take profit 7,698. My entry point was 7,713.50 cents. Wow, like crazy. Went against me like 50% already.
For a short position in MES, Micro E-mini S&P 500 futures, each full point is worth $5 per contract. Tick size 0.25 points equals $1.25. The X5 labels on the stop loss and take profit levels in the image indicate a position size of 5 contracts. Stop loss price rises to 7,721.50. Menace distance against you 7,721.50 minus 7,713.50 equals 8 points. Loss per contract, 8 times $5 equals $40, minus loss for 5 contracts, 5 times $40 equals $200. Take profit, price falls to 7,698.00, minus distance in your favor, 7,713.50 minus 7,698.00 equals 15.5 points. Profit per contract, 15.5 times $40, $5 equals $77.50, minus profit for 5 contracts, 5 times $77.50 equals $387.50. These figures are pure price move P&L and do not include commissions, exchange fees, or slippage.
Yeah, $200, that is the exactly amount that I supposed to use for a stop loss. That is my ATM is configured that way. 40 times 5 F200. That is perfect. $200. And the profit, it mentioned that it would be 387. What is the difference? 387? 387 minus, it will give me a negative number, but doesn't matter. minus the target, that is no, the previous alarm is the one that says that. I can get into the previous alarm. 415. $28. $28 different, which means I'm $28 below the recommended stop loss. If this thing keep going against me, $28 doesn't going to save me. The possibility that the price hit my stop loss and don't hit to 225. Yeah, then this thing is almost nothing. Just don't get closer to the stop loss. Thank you so much. You have scared me enough. Let me see this other strategy. This morning I was looking at that. I have a profit of 40% with this spot, with this strategy. It was better than this, but lately haven't been that good. And I start being frustrated, scared about this bot. I used to have 5, but now I have only 3. I had to decommission 2 of them. This is the one, MES. And I'm working in this other bot in the Nasdaq. Let's see what came out of that one. Yeah, 66%. But what happens is that this bot gives you an entrance once a week, twice a week. Twice a week I do a trade here. It's not that frequent. But look, 66%. 66%. $700. $500. It's interesting because I remember that this loss when I took it was bigger. And the only reason for being is the stop loss, which I have to talk to the AI, because what is happening here is similar. But well, at this point, just looking at the graph, it helps. But let me tell you what happened to me earlier. This is 1 minute chart. The entry point, entry file was here. But I don't see the line. Yeah, this is the previous day high or low, something like that. Yeah, because what is happening is very important. I need an alarm to tell me when to move the stop loss to break even. Then that way I don't lose $200. Because this was the August 14, that was the Friday. Yes, correct. This Friday I lost. This Friday I lost $200. And after that I make this $500. You get what I mean? Then I have to double check with the AI if I get an alarm when it's time to move it to break even. Yep. You know what? I don't have time waiting. I'm gonna do this job right now. Well, you're gonna see me working with my bot. Can we make a small parenthesis in the investigation and take a look at this? On Friday, instead of losing $62, I lost $200. Most likely the reason was that the code recommended to move the stop loss to break even. I didn't do it. I didn't receive any alarm, and I didn't thought on the fact of doing it. You can just remember what just happened this week with bot number 4, the same thing happened. The code moved the stop loss to break even, but didn't send me an alarm. And we fixed the code, and I think that we make another alarm, and everything is working great right now with bot number 4. Can we do the same here with bot number 1?
Yes, this looks like the same operational bug class as bot 4, and I think we should fix bot 1 the same way. From your screenshot, the strategy tester is showing that bot 1's coded logic can exit much better than what happened manually. On October 14th, the strategy shows a short trade where the coded result was only about minus $62.50, while you actually lost around minus $200 because your live manual stop was not moved when the strategy's break-even condition occurred. For bot 4, the fix was not to change the strategy logic. We preserved the existing rule and added a dedicated break-even state change alert when the frozen +1R move stop to entry condition became true. The alert message explicitly told you to move the stop to the entry price. So for bot 1, I want the same architecture. Keep the existing entry logic unchanged. Keep the original stop and target unchanged. Keep the existing break-even trigger unchanged. When the script internally changes the stop to break-even, send a one-time live alert. The alert should tell you the exact entry price to use as the new stop. Prevent duplicate break-even notifications for the same trade. No unnecessary reset test alerts. A bot 1 message could look like, open quote, bot 1 MES break-even triggered. Move stop to entry, exact entry price. Position, long short contracts. MES original target remains unchanged. Close quote. That would solve the communication problem without contaminating the strategy itself. What I need from you, send me the current bot 1 production live Pine script, the exact version you're using for its TradingView alert right now. I do not want to reconstruct it from an old research version because bot 1 has had multiple stages/versions. I want to modify the actual production script so we preserve everything else exactly. Once you give me that code, I'll make only the break-even alert change, explain precisely what changed, and give you the updated production version. Then I'll tell you exactly how to recreate the TradingView alert so the new break-even notification is active.
MES Asian range V1 stage D, A, B, C, D. Production signal. This is letter 6B. Live signal B. don't have final 6 alpha. Okay, perfect. 6 alpha. Then 6D. It should be this one. Gotta be this one. Find script code. This is the heart, soul, brain, everything. AI trading bots, left MES, find script, and this is the one. Perfect. Layout 1, bot 1 left. Layout 1, bot 1 left. This one said stage D, production signal. Stage D, production signal. Yeah, the name match. MES Asian range B1, stage 6D, production signal. Yeah, it's exactly the same code. This is going against me like crazy. On Friday, when I get in, I lost $200, and like 10 seconds, the alarm went off again to get in again the trade. And I went in the trade again, and I make the 500 that you saw there. Yeah, this bot doesn't execute frequency, but so far has the biggest profit making. Maybe I will sell this bot for $500. I'm not sure.
Yes. I checked the exact bot1 production script you just sent, and the important finding is we do not need to change the trading logic. The break-even alert is already coded correctly. The script already moves managed trade stop to the actual entry price when the frozen BE condition is reached, sets a one-time activation flag, and calls an alert saying move stop to break even. Move the manual stop to entry now. When stop must be moved equals true by default, with the current stop management default set to break even at +1R and trigger mode close. So this looks much N-figuration snapshot problem than a missing code problem. TradingView distinguishes strategy order fill alerts from alert calls. If an alert was created as order fills only, you can receive entry stop target fills, but you will not receive the break-even instruction because that message comes from alert. TradingView explicitly provides 3 choices: order fills and alert function calls, order fills only, and alert function calls only. Site turn 943574 view 2. Also, TradingView's shot of the script and its inputs when the alert is created. Updating the pine or changing the chart settings afterward does not update the existing alert. It must be recreated. Site turn 943574 view 1 hash. Do this for bot stage 6D right now. Preserve this production script exactly. Delete disable the current bot 1 TradingView alert and create a fresh one from the current. MES Asian range V1 stage 6D production signals. Use these settings. 1. Condition. MES Asian range V1 stage 6D production signals. 2. Select order fills and alert function calls. 3. Make sure app notification push notification is enabled. Verify in the script inputs. Alert when stop must be moved equals on, stop management test, break even at +1R, stop management trigger equals close 5. Give it an unmistakable name such as bot 1 MES orders plus stop management. That one alert should now cover both order events, entry fill, target fill, stop fill, manual action events, limit ready, update, cancel, risk lock, move stop to break even, and +1R profit lock instructions. Your existing code already intentionally separates those 2 alert mechanisms. Strategy order fills use, strategy.order.alert message, while stop management changes use alert. One small caution: this proves the alert T. It does not yet prove that the October 14 trade specifically reached the coded +1R break-even trigger. If you want, after recreating the alert, we can replay that exact October 14 trade and verify whether the chart produces the stop to break-even marker. But I would fix the alert wiring first, because that is clearly necessary regardless.
It told me to delete this one instead of editing. Delete, disable, the current, delete. MES. MES stage 6D. Condition MES. Select order fill and alert function call. Make sure app notification. One minute. Notification app, show toast notification. Create. but I will fix the alarm. I am right now inside of the execution of a trade. I replaced the alarm as you told me, but I don't see any different. We didn't change the code because it was not necessary to change. And I replaced the alarm, but I don't see that the previous alarm had any issue. Maybe I'm mistaking something. Maybe it should be good to replay the August trade as you just mentioned. The one alert should now cover. Da, 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 da. Your existing code alert instant separate. Do, 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 do. While stop meshing. Change. Use. Alert. Yeah. It's going down. Good news. Yeah, I had like $100 off. Probably more than 100. And right now it's 68.
Yes, replaying the August 14 trade is exactly the right next step, and I noticed something important that means we should not assume the old alert was broken. In Bot1's current code, the break-even rule is very specific. With the default settings, the strategy moves the stop only when a completed 1-minute candle closes at plus 1R. A price touch of plus 1R is not enough because stop management trigger is currently close. When that condition occurs, the code sets the managed stop to the actual entry price and generates the move stop to break-even alert. The current live trade, do not assume the alert has failed simply because price has touched plus 1R. Until we finish this audit, manually watch the exact trigger. For a long, entry plus initial risk distance. For a short, entry plus initial risk distance. The 1-minute candle has to close beyond that price before Bot1 considers break-even activated. There is another re. On the August 14th trade we were discussing, the strategy tester showed approximately short entry 7,829.75, exit 7,831 equals minus $62.50 on 10 MES. A true break-even stop in this code is explicitly set to the actual entry price. So the minus $62.50 backtest result is not by itself proof that break-even caused that exit. We may have incorrectly assumed that. The replay will tell us whether break-even actually activated before the loss. Do this next. Preferably use a duplicate chart tab so you do not disturb the trade you are currently managing. Then, replay August 14th, 2026, starting before the first relevant trade. Run slowly through approximately 0840 to 9 ET. The trade we want is the short around 846 that strategy tester later showed as roughly 62.50. 2. Watch specifically for the aqua chart marker stop to break even. 3. Watch the diagnostic table field B activations. It should change from 0 to 1 if the logic fires. 4. Watch the red active stop line. If BE activates, it should move to the simulated actual entry price. 5. Take a screenshot immediately when either the BE marker appears or the trade closes and send it to me. One important limitation: bar replay will not prove whether your phone notification works. TradingView states that server-side alerts operate on real-time data, and new server-side alerts cannot be generated from replay. Replay is useful here for verifying the strategy logic and marker state, not the actual push notification. Site turn 91191919191 searched to. Problem is, if stop to break even appears before the exit, the Pine logic worked, so we have an alert delivery / configuration problem. At that point, I would make a small bot1 stage 6D.1 alert-only patch, so break-even has its own unmistakable dedicated notification path, without changing entries, stops, targets, or strategy performance. If the marker never appears, then the old alarm probably was not the problem. The August trade simply never satisfied the coded +1R close condition, and we need to determine why your manual loss was -$200, while TradingView's structural stop produced only about -$62.50. Also, you were right that recreating the alert may have looked identical. If the old alert already included both order fills and alert calls, recreating it would produce no visible functional difference except refreshing TradingView's server-side copy. TradingView confirms that alert events and strategies execute on real-time bars and by default at bar close. SWA site turn 453377 search, for turn 91191 search 11 line of bot 1. That will tell us whether we actually have an alert bug or whether we were diagnosing the wrong problem.
Well, the good thing behind all this, that if this trade go positive, I will see the alert or something happen. Let me keep communicating with the AI. I will use the layout to do a replay as you just mentioned. Also, I just want to keep you up to date. This also can help us because this is the current trade that I am in this bot one MES, which I don't know if it will go to profit or if we'll reach R1. We have to wait. But if that happen, we will know. I hope that happen to make money, but let's see. It's also gonna help us because this is the current trade that I am in. Right now. But one MES, which I don't know if I will go to profit or if I will reach R1. But if that happen, we will know. I hope that happen to make money. But let's see. Okay, now what we do has to be, let me check here. Let me see here. This is MES, MES, MES1, exclamation point, 1 minute. Yeah. And here it went down here to break even and start shooting back again. Whatever, I gotta wait. Let's work this out. MES1. Perfect. I gotta get the Pine script. Is this one D? It was D. Pot 1, layout 1, control alpha, control C, close. Let's create a copy of that bot and replay the market. minute. Perfect. Let me see what the AI answer.
Perfect. This live trade is actually useful because it gives us a real-time validation opportunity at the same time that Layout 2 can audit the Augur 414 historical trade. For the current bot 1 short, the planned levels visible are approximately entry 7744.75, original stop 7722.25, target 76.98, planned risk about $190, quantity 5 MES. Using those planned prices, 1R is about 7.5 MES points, so the approximate plus 1R level for the short is 7714.75 minus 7.50 equals 7707.25. But the script calculates 1R from the actual strategy fill, not necessarily the planned 774.75 limit, so the true trigger can differ slightly. And remember the key detail. Bot 1 currently uses stop management trigger equals close. Therefore, for this short trade, open quote, price merely touching approximately 7707.25 is not enough. A completed 1-minute candle must close at or below the script's exact 1R level. Close quote. If that happens, we should see all three of these things. 1. The aqua stop to break even marker on the chart. 2. B activations increase in the diagnostic table. 3. Because you recreated the live TradingView alert correctly, you should receive the move stop to break even phone/app notification. If the marker and counter appear but the phone alert does not, then we have isolated a genuine alert delivery issue. If neither appears, the strategy itself has not triggered BE yet. For layout 2/Augur 14 replay, start before the 0846 trade and watch for exactly the same aqua marker and BE activations counter. Replay will verify the logic, while today's live trade can verify the actual notification pipeline. So right now, don't change any bot 1 logic. We have 2 clean experiments running. Historical Augur 14, did BE actually activate? Current live trade, if plus 1R closes, does the new live alert reach you? If today's trade reaches the trigger, send me a screenshot immediately after that 1-minute candle closes, whether you receive the notification or not. That will give us a very strong diagnosis.
Before 8:46, 8:46. Layout 2. Select. This is the 13. Select. This is the 14. Perfect. 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 This is the replay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Maybe I can click here. Per 1 second. Click pause. Click 1 and play again. Yeah, this is amazing. Okay, we have to reach 8. Let's go with this. I have to reach 846. 2, 3, 5. I don't want to mess up with 10x, well, 7x. I can do 7x and wait around. Nobody, no, relax, don't worry. Just wait a little bit. We're going to reach 8 very soon. A46. Whoa, 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 you jump. Okay, I'm gonna give this info to the AI, letting her know. Hey guys, this video is taking so long, but it is what it is when you do trading. I don't know, maybe no one will watch this video, but it's a live execution. What can I do? No, it told me to check something. Did B actually activate? Did BE? This is this thing that I have to look up for. BE. I don't have idea what the hell is that BE. Break even. A53, 52, A52, A53. I'm moving faster. 6, 7. It's okay. Not that quick. And testing something that happened last Friday. 8, A46. The alarm will go soon. How many candles pass? From fail to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trading notification, trading notification, trading notification, trading notification, trading view, trading notification, now trading notification, trading notification. MES, side stop, 7, quantity, valid, setup, block, valid, setup, block, which means I supposed to leave. Valid setup block, I don't have idea what means that alarm. Download. What means this alarm? Oh my goodness, this is insane.
This alarm is not a break-even alert. It means bot 1 found another valid short setup, but its internal simulated risk controller refused to allow a new entry. The key line is, action, do not enter. Risk rule, account drawdown buffer. The setup itself was valid. Short entry, 7771025. Stop, 772225. Target, 7698. Quantity, 7 MES. Planned risk, $179.38. RR, 1 TOR 3.73. But Stage 6D calculated that adding this trade's planned risk would put its internal simulated account drawdown too close to the configured maximum drawdown, so it blocked the setup. In the current code, the default maximum script drawdown is $1,000 with a $100 safety buffer, so new entries are only allowed while projected drawdown remains within roughly $900, or the trade you're already in. Do not close or modify your current trade because of this message. This alert says, open quote, do not enter this new setup, close quote. It does not say open quote, close the current position, close quote, and it is completely separate from the alert we're waiting for. MES Stage 6D, move stop to break even. That is the notification that should tell you to move the current trade stop to entry when +WAR is reached, according to the coded rule. There is also some afterward. The account drawdown buffer is based on used on TradingView's simulated strategy equity, not your actual Lucid account balance. So this particular block can sometimes reflect the Pine backtest alert snapshot's historical drawdown state rather than your real prop account situation. For now, current trade, manage normally. This new alert, do not open the additional 7 MES short. If current trade reaches +1R and a 1-minute candle closes beyond it, watch for the separate break-even notification. If that happens, send me a screenshot immediately. That will tell us whether the new alert configuration is working.
Yeah, the target is still being the same, 7898. Of course, if I get in a second trade, will be like getting in a copy trade. And so far, I cannot do copy trade. In the future, probably, yes, why not? But not at this moment. 7698. 7698, keep the same take profit. Wish I keep the same take profit. But there is something interesting. Quantity 2 MES, which means maybe I can add. Why no? Well, why no? Because I'm already at 200, buddy. Of course, that is the reason why no. You are already at 200. Stop. Be disciplined. Damn. Okay, relax and let's keep working on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the picture of the bar replay on Friday 14. I don't see nothing. You tell me what you see. Well, gotta wait.
Yes, these screenshots settle it. I do not see a break-even activation on the Augur 14 trade. There is no aqua stop to break-even marker, and looking at the price action after the actual short entry, that is consistent with the code, not an alert failure. The important reconstruction is plan short around 78.2950. Strategy tester actual fill was about 7829.757. Original stop 7831. Initial risk about 1.25 points. Therefore, plus 1R for the short was approximately 78 agent 28.50. With stop management trigger equals close, a completed 1-minute candle after entry had to close at or below 7.782850. From your replay, that did not happen after the entry. Price had traded lower before the position was filled, but after the fill, it never produced the required plus 1R close before eventually hitting the original stop. So, open quote, bot 1 correctly did not move the stop to break even on this Augur 14 trade. Close quote. And therefore, there was no break-even alert for TradingView to send. This also explains the 62.50 strategy tester loss. This is the bigger discovery. On that Augur 14 trade, the script structural stop was extremely tight. Entry 78.29.75, stop 78.31 equals 1.25 MES points. With 10 MES, 1.25 can $5, 10 equals $62.50. That is almost exactly the strategy tester loss. Your selected $1 risk equals $200 does not mean every trade must risk $200. It is a maximum sizing budget. The script calculates how many contracts fit within $200, but it also caps quantity at 10 MES. When the structural stop is very tight, 10 contracts may risk much less than $200. So the script was essentially saying, open quote, this valid setup only requires about $60 to $70 of actual structural risk with the maximum allowed 10 MES. Close quote. That is why TradingView lost only about $62.50. It wasn't because the stop moved to break even. Therefore, we found the real issue. If you personally lost about $200 on that same Augur 14 trade, then your live manual trade did not match the script's original protective stop/execution. The next question is not about the alarm anymore. It is, what stop price and quantity did you actually use on Friday, October 14? If you still have the Lucid Tradivate trade history, send me the screenshot showing actual entry price, quantity, stop exit price, realized loss. Then I can compare the live trade against the script's 782975, 7831.0 slash stop 10 MES trade and tell you exactly where the $137 difference came from. About today's live trade. This is actually good news for today. The new Bot 1 alert configuration appears fine. We haven't found evidence of a broken break-even alert in Bot 1. For today's current trade, continue watching normally. If it genuinely reaches plus 1R according to the script, and a 1-minute candle closes through the trigger, then we should see stop to break even plus B activation plus phone notification. If the marker appears but the phone notification doesn't, then we have a real notification bug. For August 14th, though, the evidence now says no BE trigger occurred. No pine change is warranted. Absolutely worth doing. It prevented us from modifying production code to fix something that wasn't actually broken.
And this replay was absolutely worth doing it. It prevents us to modify production code to fix something that wasn't actually broken. I don't have any investigation from database from Tradovate, which means maybe we should stop this investigation. And in the future, we will have more trade and more things will keep happening, and we will figure out. Plus, I am still in one live trade. I will keep you up to date. Is there something else that I should take into consideration? This thing is getting close to my stop loss. Let me see the second alarm. Where the second alarm had the stop loss? 772225. Yeah, basically the same thing. 2225. Let me take this picture better. I'm gonna ask Grok if that risk to reward is 1 to 1.5. It shouldn't be. Is that risk to reward 1 to 1.5 or different?
Risk to reward is approximately 1 to 1.94, not exactly 1 to 1.5. Breakdown, short position, 5 MES contracts, minus risk to stop loss 7,721.50, 7,721.50 minus 7,713.50 equals 8. Points dollar risk, 8 times $5 times 5 equals $200. Minus reward, to take profit 7,698.00, 7,713.50 minus 7,698.00 equals 15.5. Points dollar reward, 15.5 times $5 times 5 equals $387.50. Ratio, 15.5 divided by 8 equals 1.9375, approximately 1 to 1.94. A true 1 to 1.5 would require a 12-point reward target, stop of 8 points times 1.5. Your current target is farther, giving a better reward relative to the risk.
Okay. What about now? What is the risk to reward ratio? Yeah, 1 to 1.77. Yeah, I moved the stop loss to have more room because, anyway, I don't want to lose this trade. And at that level, I don't go beyond the recommendation of what the bot is telling me. The only reason why I moved the stop loss is because my entry point was not exactly at the level, was a little below, because the trade get executed, a notification go to the computer, a visual notification, after that a sound notification go to the computer, and after that a sound and visual sound notification come to my phone, and after that I open the phone and I can see the visual notification. What I mean is that take a half a second, a quarter of a second from a step to a step, and the market doesn't going to stop for no one. 7690, 7690. And yes, the reason why I don't get in right now with two more contracts is because I cannot allow myself to go beyond the $200, or I can do this short 2 2 2. Trading notification, trading notification. What is this alarm now? 10 MES short. 5 contract quantity, 10 contract. This is the difficult part about doing trading, that you want to get in with more contract. Trading notification, trading. 7698. Target 7698.
Stop filled.
Seven seven two two. It went off the stop, buddy. Yep. That was a loss. Seven seven two two 25. Nope, there is no trade. I just got a loss of 200. Loss 223. That is the reason why I shouldn't get in with more contracts or copy trade, because it's not a fact of how much I would lose or how much I would win. No, it's that there is a cap in the amount that you can lose. And also in this per firm, there is a cap in the amount that you should win to, because of there is some rules, that consistency rules, and the other rule is that at the end you cannot withdraw more than $1,000 from this per firm every 5 trading days, and you have to keep the consistency rule of 5 profitable trade days of at least $100, which means that there is a cap in the amount that you should make, in the amount that you should lose. You have to go by those. Okay, see you next time, guys.